What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. You know, this is going to be kind of hard to unpack today, but I will. And Nicki Minaj recently was involved with a live stream with Jesy Nelson, but before that there was this particular video that came out called Boys, okay? And Jesy Nelson in the video appears to have darkened her features. She looks more African American, and you know, we can say that is blackfishing, and she has been accused of that before. This is also accused of her former bandmate, Leanne Patrick Pinnock, who is also black, okay? However, there was an Instagram live that Nicki Minaj did that, you know, she brought up the recent blackfishing accusations against Nelson, and she called Leanne Pinnock basically a bozo, jealous, right? And what she was saying is, well, listen, you were her bandmate for 10 years and now you can't get any money with her anymore. So now you're wanting to say that she's blackfishing, which I definitely agree with. And even when you look at the Boys video and some of the lyrics, you know, definitely it is blackfishing. However, Nicki Minaj comes to Jesy Nelson's defense. But now let me bring up somebody else, Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed talks about some of the hypocrisy that happens between foreign-born blacks that like in the Caribbean community. And he talked about how even with the Haitian migration issue recently, African Americans are kind of staying out of it because of situations of betrayal. And while I don't agree with that all the time, right? And I talked about it on my other King Gonda podcast. This is a situation where Tariq Nasheed can be right, and I'm going to tell you why. When Michael B. Jordan back in June wanted to make, okay, this alcohol called J Overt, which is the rum, right? And it was something that had to do with, it's something that the Caribbean community really was pissed off about, okay? But really, they didn't want an African American benefiting from that name, because J Overt is a annual celebration originating in Trinidad, and it celebrates the emancipation from slavery and to the start of Carnival. So she did not want Michael B. Jordan as an African American, okay, to benefit from that particular name, because she said, hey, you don't understand our culture, all right? So you don't understand, you're not a part of our people. Fair enough. But see, when this other lady, Jesy Nelson, can blackfish and pretend to be black, pretend to emulate African American culture, here comes Nicki Minaj coming to her defense against a woman that's black that's accusing, and the woman's right. Now, if she dealt business with Jesy Nelson and their former group for many years, fine. But Nicki Minaj is taking the white woman's situation over the black lady, who's clearly correct, because if you watch that video, it is blackfishing. But at the same time, when Michael B. Jordan, who was black and African Americans were enslaved, when he tried to name his rum brand J Overt, and I know I'm probably saying it Ouvert, I don't know, I know I'm saying it wrong. You were saying that he was Caribbean fishing. So how is it Michael B. Jordan is Caribbean fishing and he's still black, but Jesy Nelson ain't black fishing and she white? Then when Tariq Nasheed starts talking about certain people in the Caribbean community be selling out the African American community, and you want to know what he's talking about, this is clear as day, okay? This situation is what people are talking about with the ADOS issues and clear beefs that happen between foreign blacks and African Americans, because clearly Nicki Minaj also has benefited off the African American community, similar as Jesy Nelson. But clearly you don't want another African American to do the same thing, so you're defending her to misrepresent our people in the wrong way, like you know, she's looking like a ghetto black chick. So it's fine for her to do it. But Michael B. Jordan, who wanted to make a classy rum, he can't do it because he don't understand the history. So she do? So Jesy Nelson understands black culture? See, this is where people get it wrong. And this is why we have little problems, because how do you come out and defend the Caucasian lady who's blackfishing? I can tell you why. Because Nicki Minaj don't mind disrespecting African Americans. Because for African Americans, and I'm gonna be honest, Nicki Minaj, it's a come up for her. I'm not saying all Caribbeans, because most, there's a lot of Caribbeans that's cool. They're great people. Same thing with the African community, great people. But in this sense, this is clearly a person, I feel, that's from the Caribbean that has a unique problem with African Americans, because she don't mind if other groups misrepresent our culture. She will never let you misrepresent their culture. And I think that for certain elements of people in the black world, we got to understand that we gonna have some people who want to culture vulture certain elements of us in a negative way. But now if it's the other way around, they'll click to tell you how it is. You don't know what you're talking about. And that's what Nicki Minaj is doing. She's showing her true colors. All right? The lady is blackfishing. It's clear as day. All right? And you want to talk about she's a bozo, she's jealous. It could be that she's a bozo and she's jealous. What does that got to do with that? She's right. Okay? She's making money off of your community, or the community that you want to be a part of, but you don't want to be a part of, right? She's making money off the African American community, but it's clear as day, if it was Trinidadian, you would have a problem with it. Or maybe you wouldn't. Maybe you wouldn't have a problem with her establishing J. Over or the Caribbean thing. Because remember, maybe she's white, it's okay. But if an African American does it, then it's the problem. This is what keeps the issues going on between American-born African Americans or African Americans that have been born in the country. And then when you have certain people like Nicki Minaj, they come into the African American spaces, they benefit from the African American space, pretend to be a part of the culture. All right, oh, we all black, we all cool. Then when somebody else tries to, okay, well, let me borrow some of your culture. Oh, no, you don't understand us. Okay, but then you let other groups come in and portray us in a negative fashion. Just like the dude from World Star Hip Hop from Haiti, Q. That's the problem that we have. And when Tariq Nasheed says stuff about that, can you deny him? He's not telling the truth. Now, obviously, all people ain't like that in the Caribbean and in the African community. Most of them ain't, in my opinion. But you have some. I think it's wrong for us to say everybody does it, but here's clear as day. So guys, what do you think about? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains all time high. I'm out.